What's up everyone, welcome back to Miami Miles. My name is Mickey. In this video, I'm going to tell you how a cop made me get down on my knees.
Christy, get down on your knees so Sabrina can see your asshole.
In the middle of the street in 130-degree weather. Now, it wasn't to do what you guys think. I know what you're thinking. It wasn't for that. Look, it was the most unpleasant experience I've ever had with a cop in my entire life. Anyways, let's get right into it. So it's about 2014 and I'm driving around an 800 horsepower Callaway Corvette. I'm talking carbon fiber hood, supercharger, TVS 2300 supercharger that is, pulley, headers, Corsa exhaust. The car was so loud that it sounded like an absolute NASCAR. Anyways, there used to be this underpass on Tropicana, okay, in Las Vegas, and every time I'd ride underneath it, I'd downshift into first gear and I'd hit the gas as hard as possible to the point that I would leave this ridiculous cloud of smoke in the back. I was the worst driver of this car I could ever imagine. I even spun it out 4 or 5 times, but that's besides the point, guys. This day, I was out to lunch at Chipotle with one of my friends. We had left from work. We went to eat, we were leaving, coming back to the office. And I decided to do what I always do, downshift into first, peel out under the underpass, and all of a sudden I see this cop on a bike light me up. He gets off his bike, or I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna get a stupid ticket or something. And he comes, knocks on my window, I roll down the window, and he goes, son, get out of the car. And I go, what? What do you mean get out of the car? I haven't done anything. If anything, I was just driving kind of like a jerk, but it's not like I was speeding. What do you mean get out of the car? He goes, get out of the car. I go, whoa, all right, man, I better get out of the car. I'm Hispanic. I don't want any problems. Okay, so I get out of the car. It's 130 degrees. I'm sweating. It's so hot. And the cop says, come here. Walk around the back of the car with me, man. He says, get down on the floor and take off that license plate. I go, what? He goes, get on your knees, son, and take off your license plate. So I get on my knees, straight up, I swear I'm on my knees in the middle of 130-degree weather in Las Vegas, trying to take off my license plate. He makes me try to take it off with my hand. Eventually I'm like, bro, this is abusive. I can't even take it off. I don't have a screwdriver. What are you having me do here? Anyways, he goes back to his motorcycle. He pulls out a screwdriver. I've never seen a cop drive around with a screwdriver in his motorcycle. He hands it to me. He goes, take off your license plate. So I unscrew my license plate. I go, are you serious, man? He goes, yeah, I'm serious. I take it off and he says, give it to me. I go, what kind of punishment is this, dude? He says, give me your license plate. So he takes my license plate, okay, straight up leaves me without a license plate, simply gets back on his bike and doesn't give me a ticket, doesn't do anything, he just drives off. I was like, what the is this? Who would ever do this? What kind of power trip is this person on where he would just take my license plate and screw me over like this? And don't think the guy went and submitted a ticket because he didn't. He just wanted to prove a point. He wanted to prove like he was big, Mr. Big Badass Cop guy. That was the point that I was like, yo, I don't know about this cop experience sometimes with these people feeling a power trip. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm pro cop. I love cops. But when people go out of their scope of power and treat people poorly, that's where I draw the line. Who would do this? Like, just to take my license plate, just to prove a point because I'm 24 years old driving around a $100,000 Corvette? Get out of here, man. Bottom line is, guys, that's the most unpleasant experience I've ever had in a car with a cop. And I figured I'd share it with you because I thought it was hilarious how he made me get on my knees. I burnt my knees that day on the 130-degree asphalt. It was crazy. To this day, it's ingrained right here, and I'll never forget it, guys. Anyways, guys, I hope that you enjoyed the video. I hope that you enjoyed the story. Give me a big thumbs up. Give me a like down below and a subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you next video. Take care.